Hi, good afternoon. I'm Catherine from Altering and Physiotherapy Clinic, and today we're going to do our awesome abs, a progression on from our access abs set that we did there before. So again, we're going to start down into lying, and the first thing we'll do is to find that neutral start position. So feet together, turn toes out, bring the heels in line. Resting the hands onto those bones either sides of the pelvis, we'll do our small pelvic tilt. And just set ourselves into that neutral position there. Bones of the pelvis pointing up to the ceiling, and we'll switch on into your lower tummy to secure that position. Neck, shoulders, nice and relaxed and supported. And we're going to start with some rotation control. Really simply, just to start getting everything switching on, we'll do our hip twist level 1. So, pelvis stays level, and as we breathe out, we take one knee out to the side as far as you can, and then back to the centre. Over to the opposite, so we alternate side to side with the leg that's moving, and then we come back into that neutral and parallel position with the thighs there. So as you breathe out, the knee goes away from the centre and back to that start position. And again, knee goes away from the centre and back to that start position. Feeling those lower tummy muscles working and giving us that control to keep that spirit level or drinks tray nice and still across the pelvis as we move with the weight of the leg. We're just going to do once more each side here. We're in quite a nice supported position, so this is easy and a good way to start just accessing those control muscles. Then we'll go into some scissors. So, as always, we'll go through some sections. Option 1, hip and knee to 90, and then we'll place that foot back down. Over to the opposite, hip and knee to 90, place that foot back down. So we're walking side to side, starting to take one foot up, away from that stability of the floor, and then placing it back down with control. This is option 1. Option 2, then we're going straight to our level 2. So hip and knee to 90, tighten those springs, bring that second leg up. So we're into our right angle position. Lowering then from the hip to tap your toe down and back to 90. And we alternate that side to side. Dip and return. Dip and return. Just being careful that we don't just bend at the knee, that we are still lowering from the hip, and that we feel that increased work into those lower tummy muscles. We can again work a little bit more by going into our level 3, tapping one toe down, and then we alternate. So you've always got one leg lifted into your single tabletop and one toe tapping down. So they're crossing mid-air there. As we change, 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 you'll really feel those lower tummy muscles engaging with that movement. Should still be able to smile though. We'll do a last 3, 2, 1. Meet back to your double tabletop. Come down with control. One leg lowers, second leg lowers. So using our scissors and that single tabletop position, we can progress our rotation control back to our hip twist. So hip twist, level 3, we're going to use our single tabletop position. Take one knee out to the side, back to the centre, place the foot back down. Then over to the opposite, hip and knee to 90, out to the side, back to the centre, place that foot back down. So we've got that walking action, we've got that decreased stability with the foot being lifted away from the mat, and we've got that rotation control as the knee moves away from that centre position. Progressing on again though, if you're comfortable in that double tabletop, let's soften the ribs down, bring that second leg up, and we alternate from here. So making sure your hips and knees are at 90, and then we'll allow one knee to come out to the side and back to the centre. Out to the side with the opposite and back to the centre. The stationary leg stays completely still. And you'll feel across the tummy there, we're really starting to engage these oblique muscles across your tongue as the weight of the leg goes out and we come back to that centre and start position. Again, neck and shoulders nice and relaxed. You can use your fingertips for that little bit of feedback if you'd like to, but as an extra challenge, taking your hands away, crossing them across your chest, means that we really have to feel and work much harder through the centre to keep that stability. If you need your fingertips there, leave them there. It's better to get that feedback and make that movement nice and smooth. So whichever level you're working to, we'll come to stop, bring one foot down to rest, bring that second foot down. We're going then into some double legs. Double leg level 2 to start with, so that we get a little opening and a stretch over the groin after being in our tabletop position. Hands to 90, and as you breathe out, we slide one leg away, push that heel towards the wall, scoop your hands round as we come back to the centre, over to the opposite, lengthening that left leg away as we reach out, circling round as you come back to the centre. And we're keeping that going, alternating side to side. Feel that you're keeping your ribs down, so those springs running between the ribs and pelvis are working to help to give us that stability. Now we're going to again build on this, so pause with the shoulders at 90 for a moment. We're going to go back into that double tabletop position if we can with the legs. So one hip and knee to 90, soften those ribs down, bring that second leg up. And from here then, we're going to lengthen one leg towards the wall in that diagonal line as the arms go away. Then we scoop round and fold that knee to come back into the centre and over to the opposite. We're still alternating with the legs, and we've still got those thighs in that parallel position. So we've got a little bit of space between the legs here. You'll feel as the weight of your arms and the weight of your legs go away from the centre that we're increasing that challenge through the abs. We're going to build on that a little more again though by pausing again with the arms for a moment, zip the feet and knees together, and then this time both of your legs and your arms at the same time go away from the centre. So we're really starting to load those muscles running between the ribs and pelvis there as the weight of both the arms and both of the legs go away from that mid position. As we reach and return. Last one. Come back to the centre, bring one foot down, bring the second foot down, let those arms come to rest. You're in your neutral position at your pelvis then. And we're going to go into some oblique prep. So if you take your left hand into the back of the head and neck, have the right arm lengthened away. So we've thought of those springs running between your ribs and pelvis. Now we're coming in that diagonal line. So your left hand behind your head. As we breathe out, we're coming up and folding in that diagonal line of your left shoulder towards your right hip. And then we lengthen and lower back down. The right arm is down by your side and it reaches away in that diagonal line as you come and scoop up into that lift. So we breathe out, we come up to lift, and then we lengthen and lower back down. And again, breathe out, we come up and across, and then we lengthen and lower back down. Trying to make sure that we still keep that little bit of space just underneath the chin so we're not straining through the back of the neck. And with this next one, we're going to come up and hold, and then little pulses with that right arm reaching away. Keep that lift, keep the elbow wide on the left hand side. Feel those muscles working hard. We're going to hold for another 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 4, 3, 2, 1, and lengthen and lower back down. Brilliant. Let the hands come to rest by your sides. Just gently release the neck in case you had started taking any tension into there. And we'll repeat in that opposite direction. So right hand in behind the back of your head and neck, left arm lengthened away. And as we breathe out, we come up and across in that diagonal line, and then we lengthen and lower back down. So we're folding right shoulder, across towards that left hip. Tightening those muscles to draw us up into that lift, and then lengthen and lower as we come back to the towel. Reach with those fingertips on that left hand side. Feel those muscles in that diagonal crisscross working as we come up and lengthen and lower back down. Keeping everything else nice and still at the pelvis there, legs rested. And in 2 more, again we're going to come up and do that hold. So with this next one, we come up to hold and we start to pulse with that left hand. Nice, patting down, up and down, keeping that lift, keeping the neck nice and long. Feel those muscles work through the side of the tummy there. And again, we're holding if we can. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lengthen and lower back down and let the arm come to rest. Release across the back of the neck. We're going back to your double tabletop position. So one hip and knee to 90, soften the ribs down, bring that second leg up. We're going into a progression of our one leg stretch. So hands come to the top and the side of the left knee, the right leg lengthens away. And we're going to alternate the position with the legs as we alternate the position of the hands. So head and neck is rested down to start off with, and you'll feel again that you're working through those muscles into your lower tummy. Slightly easier than when we were doing it with both legs together though, at the moment. So, as the hands move, we're again engaging those muscles across the tongue, getting those obliques switching on as we were just doing with our oblique prep. And I think we can test those a little more. So what we'll do is scoop up into your abdo prep position as we continue then with that alternating side to side and continue with the movement of your hands. Feel those muscles across your tummy work. Keep that neck nice and long. And we're going to pause with the left knee folded, right leg long. Bring the hands to the back of your head and neck, come down to rest for a moment. And we're just going to do 5 little lifts in that diagonal line towards that left knee. So we're folding, again as if that right shoulder was coming towards the left hip. This is our 5th one. Then we'll come back up to the centre and we go back to our exchanges, side to side, keeping the head and neck lifted. If you do need to, you can bring the head back down for a moment, but if you can, we're going to stay up into this position. And then we come to stop with the right knee folded. Come down, bring your hands to the back of the head, and then again, we're folding in that diagonal line, but the reverse diagonal line. So it's that left shoulder folding towards the right hip, keeping the legs as still as possible as we come up in that diagonal line again. Last one, we'll bring that head and neck back down. Hug both knees in towards your chest, place your feet down, and again we can just rock those knees gently side to side. I think we've lost contact. We can just gently rock those knees side to side to soften across the base of the spine. And that is some awesome abs for you. So well done everybody. Remember to go to the website and check out any of our new uploaded videos to give you more things to work with. But well done.